Hello everybody, this is Mr. Rob and welcome back to another episode of the Athletics franchise here on MLB Show 24, and today we're going to go for the first time this year down to the minors with the 11th edition of Down on the Farm, where we take a look at some of our minor league players, watch some games, and see who could be some potential future Athletics. Today it's our first time looking at both teams, Midland and Las Vegas, so if you're excited for this one, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. We'll start off in Double-A today with the Rockhounds, who started their season off pretty strong. They're sitting at 9-6, and there are a couple players down here that I want to take a look at. First off, we'll see first baseman Charlie Rowe for the first time. He was the number 4 overall pick last year from Jamaica that we took, so our first chance to get a look at our top pick last year. And on the mound, we'll see Sean Ariano, a 22-year-old from New York who can throw some heat, and I believe, even though he has C potential, could potentially get to the majors at some point. Now we are playing the Amarillo Sod Poodles, who are 8-7. They are the Double-A affiliate of the Arizona Diamondbacks, and they have some pretty good prospects down here. Peter Schaefer we'll take a look at today, last year's 4th-round pick out of a high school in Pennsylvania, and he was a steal. He's got 91 potential. He's the 11th best prospect in baseball. We'll also see relief pitcher Emil Cortez, potentially the number 31 overall pick back in 2024 at a Dominican Republic. He's the 34th best prospect, so some good drafting by the Diamondbacks. And on the mound for the Sod Poodles today will be James Caprillion, who's not a prospect, but he's a former Athletic. From 2020 to 2023, he spent time with our club, started 58 games, appeared in 66, and had a .461 career ERA. So we'll head down to Hodgetown today, where the Sod Poodles call home, because, you know, we use real-life ballparks here in this series, as realistic as it gets. We'll start off in the first. Charlie Rowe is leading off for the Rockhounds, and he's going to begin the game by looking at a fastball for strike 3. Bottom 1, here's Peter Schaefer's first at-bat. Both teams having their top prospects in the leadoff spot, and Schaefer will get a leadoff single in the first. 2 down now for Sim. He'll strike out, so Ariano will also get to the first without allowing a run. Top 3 now. Here's the second at-bat for Charlie Rowe, who rips one down the first base line. That's a single underneath the glove of the first baseman, and Rowe will reach on here with 1 out in the third. A couple batters later, Naylor now with 2 down will swing and miss on a sinker, so the offense for the Rockhounds off to a slow start. Bottom 3 now, 1 down for Schaefer, and he's going to rip this one to left, and this one's going to go off of the left field wall. It's going to be a 1-out double for Schaefer, who up to this point has both hits for the Sod Poodles. Now 2 down now for Feltner, and he will rip one over to second. Halter with a great diving play. What a play by Colby Halter, who probably saves a run, keeps it 0-0. Top 4 now, Caprillion really settling in. He's got the first 2 down, and then he gets Cameron Masterman to ground out up the middle to in the 4th. But Ariano also going tit for tat. He also will get a 1-2-3 inning as Rowe will step on first to in the bottom of the 4th. Top 5 now, 1 on for Kyle McCann, a 2-1 count, and this one will get by the catcher all the way to the backstop, and the runner on first will take second off of the wild pitch. So now a runner in scoring position for the Rockhounds. Next pitch in the at-bat, McCann will ground it over to second, so that will move the runner up to third with 1 down. A good chance to break the ties. Kobe Halter had a good defensive play, but he can't lay off the changeup in the dirt. Strike 3 is thrown out. So now we need a base hit from Charlie Rowe to bring him in. He got a single in his last at-bat. 1-0 here. He rips it right over to second base. Good contact, but he just couldn't get it to go through. Still at 0-0. Here's top 6 now. Jason Rosario leading off for the Rockhounds, and he will get a fastball jam him, but he'll bloop it into left center for a leadoff single. Going to bring up Miles Naylor now in the 3 spot. Full count to him. He also gets jammed on a fastball, but he also will bloop this one in for a single. So good 2 hits here to begin the 6th for the Rockhounds off some good pitches as well. 1 down now for Harris, and Brett Harris will rip this one to right center. This one will be caught, but Rosario will tag. He'll head to third, and we got runners on the corners. Need a big hit here to break the tie. It's going to be Cameron Masterman. 2-2 pitch to him, and he will rip this one over to third. It's batted down, but Masterman's got some speed. He'll beat it out, and that's an RBI. First game for Masterman down here at Double-A. Started the season at Triple-A, got called down, and he comes up big with an RBI, and that will also knock Caprillion out of the game. Norris will come in relief, and he'll get the job done, but the Rockhounds do get one here in the top of the 6th, first scoring. Bottom 6, Ariano's still in the game. He strikes out Schaefer to begin the inning. Has been pretty good today against everybody not named Schaefer, and he just struck him out. And then he also strikes out the guy to end the 6th inning. A dominant performance so far from Ariano. Here's Charlie Rowe back up the dish with 2 down in the 7th, and he'll single and this one into right center. Actually, we'll try to leg this one to a double. A lot of outfield grass out in that path. That's going to be a 2-out double for Charlie Rowe, second base hit of the day. Rosario up next, and he will hit this one over to third. Shortstop will make the play, but Rosario will be out the throw, so the inning stays alive. Now you got runners on the corners, 2 down. Big spot for Naylor, who draws a walk, and now his bases loaded, 2 outs. A chance to open up the game. It's Armando Alvarez with the 1-2, and he chops it over to short, and that'll end the inning. Rockhounds leave him loaded. Bottom 7 now. Here's Sim at the dish, and Sim will crush this one to left, and we are no longer leading this one. A solo shot, a rocket off of the bat of Sim. That'll be a solo home run to left field, and we're back to square one, tied up at 1 apiece. Only 3rd hit of the day as well for the Sod Poodles. Top 8 now, 1 down for Masterman, who has the only RBI for the Rockhounds today, and he's going to get a nice hit into the left center gap, and that'll roll up against the wall. It's a 1-out double for Cameron Masterman. Lazaro Armenteros up next, 3-2 to him. He turns on a slider, and he's going to hit it in the exact same spot. That's going to be back-to-back doubles, and that will be an RBI for Lazaro Armenteros. Rockhounds out in front, 2-1. Still 1 down in the inning for McCann, who draws a walk, so North struggling here in the 8th. That'll take us to the 9-hole hitter, Colby Halter. 1-0 to him, and he rips this one also into the left center gap, just taking advantage of all that green out there. 1 run's going to score a second as well, and here comes another. It's a 3 RBI double for Halter, 2 RBI, excuse me, for Halter, and it's 4-1, third run of the inning. That takes us to the top of the lineup. Saul will get put into the game for Amarillo, and he will get Rowe to chop it over to short, but Rowe beats the throw. Good hustle gets him his 3rd hit of the day. Now you got runners on the corners, only 1 down. A big spot for Rosario, who's 2 for 4, but he pops up a fastball right down the middle into the infield for the 2nd out. Trying to keep the inning alive and getting another run is Miles Naylor. 2-2, and he swings and misses, but we do put 3 on. And look who's still in the game in the 8th. Ariano, and he strikes out Schaefer. 2 down now for Sean, trying to go 8. And why not strike out another one? Ariano with a dominant performance. He goes 8 innings, and the Rockhounds win this one 4-1. Good hitting all around, good pitching. Only 3 hits given up. Ariano had a dominant 8-inning performance where he struck out 10. We hit the ball 14 times, and we won 4-1 in a solid performance from Midland. Now it's time to check in with the Las Vegas Aviators, our AAA affiliate, who are 10-11 on the season, off to a not the best start. And they have a couple players down here we're interested in and we've seen before. The highest rated player down at AAA currently is Daryl Hernandez, who's been in the majors the past 2 years for a little bit of stints. He's played in 109 games with us at the Athletics, and he's hit a career 207, but I expect to see him back up this season. There's also Richie Veach, our 2nd-round pick in 2024 out of Arkansas. He played in 4 games last year, probably a little too premature. Only hit .091, 1 hit in 11 at-bats. There's also Clark Elliott, a couple of prospects who've never reached the majors down here that I like. Elliott's a 25-year-old outfielder. I think we'll see him at the major league level this season, as well as his outfield teammate in Pedro Pinedo, who's a 22-year-old. Probably a little bit more upside than Elliott just because he's 3 years younger, but I'm excited to see what those two can do potentially today. Now, we are playing the Bees, who are the AAA affiliate of the Los Angeles Angels, and they have a top prospect down here in Ralph Sabo, who's currently their long reliever. He was the number 8 overall pick back in 2024 out of Oakland High School in Illinois, and he's up now to the 24th best prospect in baseball. So it's kind of cool to see some of these draft picks start to climb now that we are in 2026. But we're here at Las Vegas Ballpark today, where the 10-11 Aviators will play host to the 11-10 Salt Lake Bees. Joe Boyle's on the mound also for the Aviators, as he's had some experience at the major league level. Not much success. And speaking of not much success, on the first pitch of the game, Batista is going to rip this one in the gap, and he's going to leg out a leadoff triple. So just like that, a runner already 90 feet away. 2 pitches later, Rada at the plate. He will chop this one over to Lugbauer at first, where it'll be the first out, but the Bees will plate 1. Now 2 down, the runner on second. Knowles will take this one into the gap, so the Bees weren't happy with just having 1. They wanted another run. It's now 2-0 in favor of Salt Lake. Runner still on second for Flint, who will get plunked. So, ouch. The inning stays alive. Boyle off to a rough start. Already his 25th pitch of the at-bat, but he'll finally retire the batter on the 100-mile-an-hour fastball. So going bottom first now, German Marquez is the pitcher for the Bees. He spent last year with Miami Marlins. And Richie Veach leads off for the Aviators, but he cannot hold his swing back on the slider. Darell Hernandez in the 2 spot today. He turns on a nice fastball, hits it well to left, but just not enough power on it. So that'll be the second out of the inning. Going bottom second now, 2 down for Clark Elliott, and he gets a nice curveball right down the middle. But he just pops it up into center, so our prospect's not hitting the ball well. How about third inning? Pineda can't hold this check swing. That would have been ball 4. So all the guys we highlighted before the episode go down in their first at-bats. Second time around, here's Richie Veach to lead off the 4th, and we finally get a base hit as he hits this one into left field. That'll put him on first base now for Darell Hernandez. First pitch to him, and he gets a little too aggressive. Good timing on the fastball, but he just pops it up into right. Probably could have waited on a better pitch. That's the first out of the inning. 2 batters later now, 2 down for Toro, who looks at strike 3. I thought the fastball was off the plate, but the umpire doesn't think so. 2-0 Bees as we go into the 5th now. Boyle, after the first inning, settled down nicely. He goes 5 innings pitched, 2 earned today. Bottom 5 now, 1 down for Clark Elliott. He gets a hanging slider, but again, just hit right at the center fielder. That's the second out of the 5th. Pineda trying to keep the inning alive. 2-2, he can't connect. Nice slider by Marquez. And the Major Leaguer is showing why he's been at that level. Top 6 now, 2 down with 1 away as Kyle Muller is now taking the mound for the Aviators, and he's got 2 on now in the 6th. Trying to get McGillis out, a pitch in the dirt, blocked by Rodriguez. Runners advance, but he's thrown out at 3rd, so an unconventional into the 6th. We'll go bottom 6 now. Max Muncy leading off for the Aviators, and he perfectly times one to left, and finally the Las Vegas Aviators are on the board. Max Muncy with a solo shot, already his 5th home run of the AAA season. I didn't highlight him before the episode because I thought maybe he would need 1 more year down here, but if he keeps playing like this, Max Muncy could be a guy we see at the majors sooner rather than later. So now 2-1, now 1 down for Richie Veach, who gets a nice slider as well, but he just pops it up into right field. 2 down now for Darell Hernandez, hitless 0 for 2 on the day, and he will go 0 for 3 as he also pops this one out into right field. The Aviators get 1 in the 6th. Top 7, 1 on first with 2 down as Rada will sing 1 to left. Danny Jimenez was on the mound. He will already be pulled. He faces 4 batters, and instead Francisco Perez was tasked with finishing the 7th, and he will do just that, ground out to end the inning. Go bottom 7, 2 down, 1 on for Clark Elliott. 0-2, and he misses on the slider. Good pitch to hit. He just whiffs. Bat's not playing very good today as we go top 8. Here's Matt Tice at the plate for the Bees. The longtime Angel hits this one in the gap, and that's going to be a leadoff double for Salt Lake as they look to get that 1 run back. Knowles now up now, 0-1. Pop up into right. This one over to Butler will make the play, and Tice will actually try to tag. The cutoff throw is in time, and a great relay gets some. 2 down, that brings it into the 8th essentially, as we'll go bottom half of the inning now, where Pineda will also strike out. There's been a lot of Ks today against the Aviators. 1 on first now with 2 down, and Richie Veach will keep the inning alive. Back up the middle he goes. So now 2 on for Darell Hernandez, our top-rated player at AAA. Can he deliver? Veach is pumped up. He wants his teammate to bring him in, and Hernandez will officially go around. Another check swing strikeout. Got to make up your mind at the plate. Go top 9 now, run on first for McGillis. Perez still in the game, and McGillis is going to go shopping gap, and this is trouble. The Bees finally get that 1 run back. It is now 3-1 off the RBI double from McGillis. 2 batters later, Batista, who had the triple to begin the day, will ground out to Lugbauer, but it will advance the runner to 3rd, so a base hit will bring him home. Can they get the final out against Rada? Perez will do just that, grounder out to a Toro, but the Bees do get 1 back. 2-run deficit going to the 9th. Herget trying to close us out. It's 2 down for Lugbauer, who actually turns on a slider, and he'll keep the game alive. Down the right field line, up against the wall. It's going to be a 2-out double, and now the tying run at the plate. It's in the form of Clark Elliott. 0-2 pitch, slider inside, and he can't hold back. Another check swing, strikeout, and that's a fitting into this game as the Bees win 3-1 here in Las Vegas. The Aviators just too cold at the plate. Pitching was not too bad, all things considered, considering the start that they had. And we lose 3-1 to Salt Lake. as a lot of our top prospects didn't play that good in this one. Next episode, we'll return back to the Major League level. We have 2 home games to look at. The Angels and the Cardinals will come to town. Hope you guys enjoyed the Down on the Farm episode. Let me know in the comments section below who do you think is the prospect to look out for in this organization. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.